Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Fancast Friday. First things first, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for voting, and thanks again for tuning in right now for this new episode. So since I won the last one, that means I have to go ahead and do this again, but that means I get a new challenger, and I don't know who it's going to be, so whoever it's going to be.
I'll be Huckleberry. Okay, so Toni, what is Fancast Friday?
So Fancast Friday is what we do here every other Friday. Okay, so it's going to be two of your favorite hashtaggers. Okay. You're my favorite, I'm your favorite.
This is true,
So what we're going to do is actually take one of our favorite geeky properties and we're going to create fancasts, okay?
Ooh.
You're going to create a fancast, I'm going to create a fancast, okay? But here's the thing, it's also a competition. Our fans, those guys, are going to be able to go ahead and vote on who had the better fancast, and whoever gets the most votes wins.
This is so dope. It's kind of like what they used to do back in like Wizard Magazine back in the day.
Yes!
So, exactly. So this is so cool. So we get to do our own cast. We get to play Hollywood producer, director, and everything like that.
Yes.
And put together the team that we want.
Yes.
And it was really dope. And so my Henshin Hang Out crew can come and support me, and the Bibbidi Bobbidi News crew can support you.
Exactly.
That's so dope.
But I can't do this alone. We're gonna form a super duper fucking group.
We'll be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
You're absolutely right.
Oh, okay.
All right. This could be dope. I'm excited, but this could be dope. I'm on the Marvel Infinity Watch.
You are.
You are an X-Men like historian, pretty much everything like that. This will be a little bit going back and forth. This will be dope. I'm looking forward. Let's do this.
Awesome. So Warren Worthington III is, old money. He's tall. He's too good looking. He's so good looking that they call him an angel. I need someone who looks like Armie Hammer. I just need someone who's 6'5", blonde, blue-eyed, but also has the acting chops to actually go ahead and go through that Archangel transformation, go through some serious trauma, but then still decide to be a hero on the other side.
Okay, so up next we have Archangel. Now Archangel is really cool, but here's the thing though, we don't have the old school Archangel, the blonde hair, blue-eyed pretty boy and everything like that. Now we have the gritty Archangel. We have the Archangel who's been through some stuff, the Archangel who's damaged goods. He's now the angel of death of Apocalypse. So for this, we need somebody who's be able to bring in that dramatic role, but somebody who also show the pain he's feeling on the inside. For this one, I choose Aaron Paul, aka Jesse from Breaking Bad. If you watch Breaking Bad, you've seen this man grow over the years. You've seen him give dramatic performances. You've seen him steal the show a couple times. You've seen him show pain in a variety of different ways, just like Archangel's going through. So you know what? I think he's the obvious choice, because he's a mutant, bitch.
Well done, bitch.
So my pick for Psylocke is going to be Rinko Kikuchi. So I needed someone who was A, Japanese, B, who could actually go ahead and handle the martial arts, and we've seen her kick ass in Pacific Rim. I also need someone with a lot of gravitas and presence, and her performance in The Brothers Bloom is like one of the best things ever. I mean, I think she speaks a total of 4 words throughout that movie, and she's just electrifying throughout.
Okay, so this next choice is a difficult one. We got Psylocke. Now, Psylocke's a complicated character. She's an amazing ninja, like psychic, but the thing about it is, though, she's also complicated as well because she's Asian on the outside, but inside, she's a soul of like this rich British white woman. So the thing about it is, when you start thinking about that, you need an actress who has range. You need an actress who can steal a scene or two. So when I think about actress who can steal a scene or two, I think about an actress who stole an entire show. I think about Constance Wu from Fresh Off the Boat.
What is the store so excited about?
This is where Lunchables live, Mom.
Constance Wu plays the mom, but the cool thing about this character is, though, over the past couple seasons, she's been the focal point of the show. But in the original first season, it was supposed to be the son, Eddie. But her character was so strong and intriguing, and Constance Wu brought such an energy to it, she kind of stole the show. And so the thing about it is, though, now she's the focal point, and I think she'll be the focal point in X-Force as well. She can do dramatic things like she's about doing Crazy Rich Asians, or do comedic stuff, as we saw her do on Fresh Off the Boat. So I think she might be the perfect choice for this role.
So my pick for Fantomex is actually going to be Alexander Skarsgård of the Hollywood Skarsgårds. I need someone who has an incredible amount of acting ability. He's an Emmy Award winner. He's gone ahead and proven in his previous roles that he can handle a multitude of accents. I also need someone who has that lean physique, a swimmer's build, someone who's going to look much different from his counterparts, especially if he's supposed to be playing this master thief who also happens to have just a vast array of superpowers depending on the situation and who's writing him. And I think Alexander Skarsgård can do it.
This one was kind of difficult, but I think I got it. So you got Fantomex. He's like the smooth operator of the X-Men universe. He's suave and cool. He's a cold-blooded killer. He'll say everything with like a quick and everything like that. But the thing about this was that who can I get like that? Who can be cold-blooded and smooth the ladies at the same time? So I go to the ultimate smooth operator from television. I go with Don Draper. I go with John Hamm from Mad Men. He's the ultimate man's man. He's the ultimate ladies man. He can deliver passionate speeches and monologues, but he can also be cold-blooded and in the zone, just like he was as advertising executive. So I think he'd make the perfect Fantomex.
So my pick for Warpath is actually going to be Martin Sensmeyer, especially if we're talking about an older James Proudstar who's no longer an X-Men and who's definitely firmly in X-Force. I loved Martin in Wind River. I loved him at Magnificent Seven. I also love the fact that he just has the physicality to pull this off. I need a big, muscular dude.
So up next, I've got to cast Warpath. Now, Warpath is this big, physically intimidating guy, so I need somebody else who's also a big, physically intimidating guy. For this, you know what? I'm going to have to leave Hollywood a little bit. I'm going to have to go cast somewhere else. I'm going to go somewhere that other people have gone before, but I think I'll find more success than they did. When I cast for Warpath, Roman Reigns. Now, here's the thing, though. Some of you WWE fans will be like, wait, Roman Reigns? The guy we boo every week? Yeah, I know. I boo him too sometimes. But here's the thing, though. 4 years ago, when he was a member of the Shield, he was amazing. We actually believed that catchphrase. And so the thing about it is, though, if you surround him with like entertaining people, he's totally fine. We don't need him to be a talker. We just need him to say a catchphrase here or there, and I think he'd make the perfect Warpath for this movie.
So for Apocalypse, I definitely want a motion captured experience, all right? I need someone who's actually on the set in the weird little pajamas with the dots on their face, but I still need it to be their performance. So I need a good actor. I also need somebody with an incredible voice. So I'm picking Adewale Akinnuoye Agbaje. He is amazing. I love listening to that guy. But if you still wanted to go back and do the origin of En Savanur, you could still have him play that. And I think that would just be an incredible addition to the MCU.
Anytime you cast a movie, your villain is always as good as your lead. You need your villain to be strong. And the thing is, if your villain's not strong, it's going to hurt the entire franchise. So I need a villain who's also pretty much a leading man. I need a villain who could be physically intimidating, but I need a villain who can also be well-spoken as Apocalypse. So when I think about this, the perfect choice is Idris Elba, aka Stringer Bell from The Wire. The thing about it is, though, Idris Elba is an amazing actor. He should have been James Bond. But the thing about it is, though, he can be an excellent Apocalypse. He can be poignant and steal the show. He can be smooth and suave. He can be physically intimidating. He's an awesome, awesome Apocalypse. So that's my top choice for our villain.
So in honor of my dear friend Jezer, I'm actually going to steal his director from his Fancast Friday. I'm going to pick Matthew Vaughn. I need him to go ahead and bring me kick-ass Matthew Vaughn, though. I need him to create just insane action sequences, one right after the other. And if he can do that, I think he'll definitely nail this movie.
This is important. This is the leader of the movie. This is the person who's bringing this entire cast together and get them to work and make a creative, like successful, big budget box office success. So for my directors of X-Force, I need somebody who understands action, but also understands plot as well. Because X-Force, they were killers, they were action stars, but they were with a purpose though. So for this, you know what? I've got to tap 2 directors, not just one. I kind of got cheap. Sorry, Tony. I'm going with David and Chad, aka the John Wick directors. If you've seen either of those movies, the thing about it is, not only did they have plot, but they had action at the same time mixed together. In that first movie, we felt bad when a dog died, and we understand that man had a purpose. So the thing about it is, though, I think they can do amazing things with this X-Force team who are out to save the mutant population. That's my choice. David and Chad, John Wick directors. Tony, that was a great list. Props to you.
Thank you, man. I do have a question, though. Roman?
Why not Roman?
He's Samoan. I'm
a
a native person, and you're taking away a native actor to play a native. That's my only real complaint about yours. I'm sorry.
Here's my only thing, though.
Yeah.
I believe he is biracial, so the thing about this is because he's like black and Samoan, so I think we got to chop that DNA apart and figure out what else he is, though.
I mean,
I wouldn't make assumptions, Tony.
He is part indigenous, if you want to go ahead and use the broad term, sure, but that's
broad term? Are you shooting down his legacy? His ethnic
legacy?
heritage? Like, if he identifies, Tony, he identifies. I'm kind of insulted. I'm going to take a step away.
Okay.
Trump.
Bye.